What's going on, guys? I'm gonna get my face up here. Give me a sec. Boom. How you guys doing today? Welcome to the Lucky Ocean podcast. Without the lucky part, Clean can't be here. He's at work. Is what it is. He's been getting called in a lot lately. But figured I'd just kind of start a little bit earlier since, I don't have to be here with Clean. I know this isn't when I usually start, but, it's all good. We can just wait a minute for some people to hop in here. But yeah, we're going to check out Nike, check out some meme coins. There's always some new meme coins popping up. Should we buy? Should we not? Usually shouldn't. We'll see. How you guys doing today, though? I know I just started. There might be nobody in here, but give it a minute. Checking out Nike. I don't know. This is the consolidation that you want to see, but eventually it goes down or up. So this is the time to buy if you truly believe in it. I don't think there's been a CTO officially yet, a community takeover. I know that some people have created a wallet. I know that some people have donated a lot of Nike to that wallet and some other things, some ADA to that wallet so that they can do stuff with it. So that's really cool. It's all coming along. We also had MinSwap V2 launched not too long ago. It might have been today, actually. But let me go check that out and check out MinSwap. But yeah, I mean, that's what everybody kind of talks about is that, we're going to get a bunch more liquidity as soon as, hell yeah, MinSwap V2 ready right here. As soon as the speeds get fixed. So it says right here, MinSwap V2 brings 10x more throughput, advanced order types, composability, and much more. Dive into it now. So we'll see. That's what everybody's kind of talking about right now is like Cardano summer. The other interesting part, before I get too sidetracked, is that it's meme coin season first, right? If we're going in the cycles, it's kind of like Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin dominance falls off a little bit, and then altcoins. But we didn't really see that. We kind of saw Bitcoin and altcoins together. So I don't think we've truly seen an alt season yet. And even though I say altcoins together, like Cardano went from 25 cents to 80 cents, right? Like that's really freaking good. But then you had Solana go from like, what was it, like 40 or 50 all the way up to like 300 or 400 or wherever it went. So, there's going to be ones that do better and outperform. But where I'm getting at this is that there's still meme season, right? Like it could be over. It was last week or a week ago. And it could be over, but once meme season's over, what to look at next is going to be real DeFi. And real DeFi, that's probably the wrong word, but it could be cornucopious because it has utility and it's actually building something, right? Or it could be, Dex Hunter because it actually has real utility and, it's related in some ways to Nike due to Melon. So those sorts of things are going to start to go crazy. So even if we, I don't know, I'm not going to say make a mistake. Yo, what's going on, Mikey? Even if, is it Mikey or Mike E? I don't know. But, I'm not going to say like a mistake, but even if you missed Nike or you missed SNEC, whatever it may be, there's still a large chance for you to make money in the market. Like you can just buy the things that you think are going to come next. I think, of course, that's always the best way to do it, is to always be forward looking and trying to get into the new biggest thing. But also, I think there's a lot of money to be made with staying with the top one or two. So for SNEC, for example, when SNEC came out, it made meme coins go crazy. And yeah, you could have made a lot of like 4Xs, 2Xs on these quick pump and dumps, but you have to get in like really early. And if you don't get in really early, then you get dumped on and you lose money. And you really could have been and probably should have been just staying in SNEC at that time. And then you could have just waited like 3 or 4 days. You could have made a quick like 3 or 5X, depending on where you got in. Even if you had a bad entry point, if you got in within the first day or even the second day, you'd usually be doing pretty well. So it's kind of like you do want to look for the next best thing, but you can just stay in the top two and just buy dips. And I think that might be the safer way to go. Checking out SNEC right here. It's kind of doing the same thing with its consolidation, just honestly, just fat ranges though. It's stopping to be, it's like range bound. It's stopping that or coming to some sort of decision. Let's go a little further back. Let's go to like 2 hours. It's such a middle zone right here. Like this is a buy, right? Or this is a buy, but this isn't necessarily a buy. But it's not necessarily a sell either. This is more a buy than a sell, but it's just not screaming buy. And then if we look at Nike, like that's exactly what you want to see, right? Like you're going to see a huge pump on a brand new meme coin. That's inevitable if it's going to be hyped. And then you're going to see a dump, which also is inevitable, especially if it's hyped. So you're eventually going to get this, but a lot of the times what you see in meme coins is like a big spike up, huge spike down, and then another rip up if it's, what people believe is going to be legit. But we'll have to see, because all that it's going to take is like the CTO goes well and people like whatever the community takeover decides to do with it, right? And then it could easily go right back up to like, double where it's at now, which still wouldn't be all-time highs. It could break all-time highs, but I think something maybe a little bit bigger would need to be at play here. Maybe like a huge crypto recovery, which could be in the form of belief through President Trump, or who the next president may be. Trump is pro-crypto. That's why I say that. We'll have to see. I do think Nike for me, because I still have 10K Nike to give away. So I personally have that amount. I put in 1,000. I'm down about 300. I'm thinking about averaging in. I have been averaging down, but I don't know. There's other meme coins that have been launching too. Hey, Nick, yes, it's Mikey. But people all call me Mike or Michael. I'm easy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know like most people probably don't mind what I call them, especially online, because I don't know you. But I mean, you've been in here enough for me to call you the right name. I wanted to check out the other coins that are kind of popping off. There's some new meme coins that have recently launched. There's like Jeet, I think, is one of them. And I think these are rugs. I'm assuming rug until it's not. Okay, maybe that was an old one. Maybe it's a Jeter. No. What did they call it? Oh, there's CTO. CTO just launched, and somebody told me that that's pumping due to L. It's a brand new one. Total liquidity, there's 8,000 ADA. I wish I had it tappy so I could see the distribution. Yo, Mikey, you got a tappy? If you have a tappy and you can tell me, should I buy here? Let me know. I'm Mike. Yeah. I know you're Mikey from Discord. Yeah. I just never knew like if I should call you like Mike or Mikey. Yo, what's up, Gotcha? What's up, homie? Yeah, I don't know. Let me look up what CTO is. Does it have a... No, there's no Twitter. There's no Discord. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. It's not bad. That's not bad. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. What is this though? Why? Does anybody know what this is? This just launched like within the hour. I haven't been playing anything in a while. I haven't been playing meme coins just because I got burnt. I think the last time I spoke to you guys, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. So I kind of want to play. Kinda. I don't want to get burnt again though. If I get burnt again, it'll be really bad for the mental. It's just like you fucked up. You took a step back. That's good for the mental, but But then if you jump right back in after like 2 weeks, you're like, okay, I'm reset. And then you lose again. Like, oh, I don't want to do that. Binance, is it really this high? Maybe 520 something isn't as high as I think it is, but I think that's pretty high. Rejects main claims by SEC for Binance. That happened right here. Then it went down. Interesting. I mean, it's low, but like, that's pretty high. All right. Or is it Bitcoin? What is the main coin doing right now? Today we were up to almost 60K. Dude, I missed that. That really does feel like such a fake dump. Wait a second. That's confusing. This shows all the years, and then it shows the 7-day. Interesting. Let me go back. Yo, what's up, Ozar? What's up, homie? Great, always support me. I appreciate that, man. I do. I see you in here too, so I appreciate that. I think, yeah, you won some of the Nike last time, so I'm glad, man. I'm glad you got it. Yeah, I was debating today too. I was like, I might not even do a podcast, but I was like, I hate not doing a podcast. Like, it's just once a week that I get to come and chill with everybody, but Clean wasn't available. And Matt from CDOT is still getting his stuff together. Jamie, he's still getting his stuff together for Tipsy Turtles. So shout outs to all those guys. I know they're all busy doing stuff, but yeah, I can just chill with you guys. All right, let me try to like get my ADHD brain off of this and focus on something. All right, shout outs to Jamie. I'll tie him in here. He's trying to get his proposal through Project Catalyst approved. So if you guys want to go over to the Project Catalyst and then search for Jamie and Jones, just right here, you can go give them a little vote up. Something else I want to talk about too, which, man, I find this so interesting. The S&P 500, the overall stock market essentially, is at all-time highs and breaking this trend line that it hasn't broken since it first broke out of the bearish trend line. So this is overly bullish. Where the RSI right here is getting overbought. We should definitely within a week see some sort of decline back into the middle range, at least, of this upper trend line here. But I mean, we're going higher, all-time highs. This is crazy. But why are we not seeing Bitcoin follow along? Like, stocks are going so stupid. And the other thing combined with that is I know NVIDIA is kind of leading that with their AI hype and being the best AI chip producer at the moment. And I read this article this morning that was comparing NVIDIA to IBM, and they were saying IBM was the, essentially monopoly of computers, to where, you would hear like a PC and you would think of IBM. But then they sold that division after, I think, like a few years or a year or two of kind of having that monopoly, which I know American companies are not supposed to. But if you offer something and no other company can kind of come close to the quality, I mean, you have a monopoly. It is what it is. But they eventually sold, IBM did, their division to, I think it was like Microsoft, or maybe even split it between other companies. And now they're just the company that you know them as. They're not like this super global giant that they maybe could have been and once were. And the article is basically just saying, like, obviously they have no idea if NVIDIA is going to do those things in the future or what, but just kind of like drawing some comparisons, which is why I'm happy to be invested into both, or rather all, of the chip makers, AMD, NVIDIA, not Intel, but probably should be. Anyways, S&P 500 new all-time highs. That's wild. That's wild to me. Yo, what's going on, Devo? What's going on, homie? Yeah, no clean today. He's cleaning somewhere else. So CTO, I have a feeling we're gonna see a dip, dude. Brand new meme coin. What are people saying about this? Let me check Jupiter's Discords. Oh, so Jeet or Jeter or whatever is I think a Solana meme coin. I'm inside of Jupiter's Discord, so that's where I'm seeing all this. Also, I might want to stop saying that word. Apparently it's like a bad word for, I want to say, Indian people or something like that. So I apologize if that's like an offensive thing. I just found out. But yep. Nike, Sneck, and Friend. Let's talk about Nike for a second. Actually, I have a lot to talk about with Nike. What a fucking buy. Interesting. That's a lot. Somebody bought a bit all at once. I guess we've been seeing that. So not too crazy, but that's a lot to buy. With Nike, right, we can go all the way back. Started by Olacram within the big community. Didn't really want anything to do with it. Mellon bought a bunch, dumped a bunch, helped his brand of Dex Hunter through dumping a bunch, or not dumping a bunch, but burning a bunch, dumping some. It wasn't owned by them, essentially, right? Like Olacram probably the most, but but Mellon just bought some. So people have said he stopped tweeting about it, he stopped burning, and he stopped selling. So like all of the things from Mellon are kind of done, like his side of things. Like where is, if that was the hype from Nike, like all of it coming together, it was Mellon, it was Charles, it was coming from Big, which Snack also came from Big. But like what does it have now? Let's say the community takeover goes well. Like what does that look like? What does Nike build? Like if anything, what if it doesn't build anything? Are people still bullish? Does it have to build something? And the community takeover, what if it got taken over by somebody who's not super popular? Would people take that in a good way? Or does it not matter? These are just some things I've been thinking about. And I think the price is reflecting on people trying to predict the future, right? And I think that's always what the price is predicting. But I don't know. People talk about the community takeover. They talk about how they sent money to the community wallet, but the price is still stagnant. So is that just remaining hope? Like some people are remaining hopeful while some are dropping off? Or I don't know. With Sneck, it's so easy. With Sneck, it's like, yeah, I mean, everybody knows Goofy. It's been over a year. The coin is what it is. We've had the energy drink. We're going to continue to do this, continue to do that. We have this coming up, the Sneck burn, the fees. Like, we have everything. We already know, right? But with Nike, we don't. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm really wondering, because we all want to make money here. If Nike is just getting started, this is a buy, right? I'll go back to the Nike chart. Like if Nike really is just getting started, then we at least have like a 4x from here, in my opinion, at least, which is not bad at all. But what do you guys think? Like when you hear stuff like, oh, the community is coming together to create a wallet, and they're going to create a community wallet, and they're going to use that to help with maybe another pair or whatever. Like, are these the things that you want to hear? Or do you want to hear, Charles just say Nike? Like what does this boil down to? And I guess that boils down to the whole thing too of what I was saying earlier within meme coins. You can try to chase the new one, or you can just put it into the one that you think is the most safe. And Nike, in retrospect, if it does well, will be the one you should have thrown your money into here. And if it doesn't do well, in retrospect, you would have wanted to put it into Sneck. But if we take both of them and we think, what is the safer one between Sneck and Nike? I think Sneck does well, regardless of whether Nike does well. And actually it might do better if Nike does well, because it'll bring in people from Solana and such. So I don't know. These are the things I just go back and forth in my head. Like, is this the next thing? Like, is this the move? And I feel like a lot of the times I know when the move is, but this time I don't. With Bankcoin, I knew that was the move. I was like, everybody's super hyped off of SNEC. People were super hyped off of, it wasn't Risk at the time. There was one other, it was the fake meme coin with Charles's dog. I forget what the name was, but I won an NFT from it and instantly dumped it because everybody said it was a rug. I got my money on SNEC, but might throw a little in Nike. That's probably the smart thing to do, right? That's probably the right thing to do. SNEC is not going anywhere, but that's part of the point, right? Like if SNEC's not going to go anywhere, I mean, you might throw in 1,000 ADA and you might be at like 1,100 or like 900 at any given day with SNEC until it starts to do its SNECy things. And then within Nike, you could put in 1,000 and you could instantly be at 500 or you could instantly be at like 3K. It's crazy. It's really interesting. Man, my ADHD lately too. I don't know if that's really what I have, but my brain just like can't like focus on one thing, so I'm just assuming. But I'm going back and forth between like these tabs right here, like the S&P 500, and then Nike, and then like my Twitter, and then StreamYard to check on like who's chatting and stuff, and like it's just going haywire right now. I just thought it was kind of funny. But no, I was gonna check out MinSwap. That was right. MinSwap V2. Let's do a trade on here. Let's see how quickly this actually goes through. So let's be a little risky. I already have a lot in SNEC. So let's buy a little bit more Nike. All right. So how much Nike do we want? How do I... Bro. Do I switch it? There we go. This is what I'm used to. The 80 ADA Nike, like that. Like, I'm not going to buy 100 Nike. All right. So let's do 250. I'm down about 300. So if I throw in 250, I'm being a pussy. Let's do 100. Just because I want to wait for like a dip, like one of these. That's where I'll throw in another like 250, 500. Well, let's see how quickly this goes through. Right now it's 12:42. Let me wait for it to hit like 12:43. We can get exact time. Get this ready. All right, let me sign it. Because that's the other thing too, is with MinSwap getting faster, like that is only a good thing. I don't know now. Okay, just hit 43. It just did the weirdest sound effect. I'm sure you guys have already heard that before, but I've never heard that. I don't know if that's a V2 type of thing, but I don't even know what sound effect that was. It sounded like a motorcycle, but made like a sound effect of a motorcycle, maybe like a toddler. All right, let's see. Can it go in under a minute? I know we have high load right now. But with MinSwap V2 being faster, oh, it says it's using V1. How do I force V2? How do I force V2? What was my slippage on this? I didn't even check that. Does it show it? Oh, wow. That went through super quick. That was about a minute. Okay. That was really cool to see. Why does it say V1 though? V1 would not have gone through that quick, I don't think. Where the heck is V2? What am I missing, guys? What did I do wrong here? V1. Was this V2? And then as soon as I hit trade, it brought me to no. Related pool. Oh, okay. So here's the V2 pool. So there's two different pools. Do you pay more for one of the pools? Does anybody know? Let's see. Trading fee is 0.3 on V1. V2 is also 0.3. Well, even still, V1 was really fast. That's probably because maybe there's not a lot of traffic. Huh. I'll try V2. I don't want to spend a lot more money just because I don't have that much, but I'll throw in like another 50 ADA. See if it's any faster. So let me go back to the, is this, yeah, this is V2. Let me try. How quickly does V2 go through? Wait, this says, when I declined it, it did a cat noise, dude. What the hell? When it says add liquidity, I'm not adding liquidity to, no, I'm buying Nike. Okay. Right? That is what's happening. Let's see. Dude, that sound effect is so weird, man. That sound effect is so weird. Can you hear it? I don't think you guys can hear it, but that sound effect is weird. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's about the Nike I should get, so. And it's done. Wow, it's done. All right, that was like 20 seconds. That was like 15 to 20 seconds. That's awesome. This one, so V1 was like a minute and a half to a minute, and this one was like 15 to 20 seconds. That's like 2 to 3 times the speed. That is what we want to see. That makes me happy. Now, can we just be done with version 1? That will, like, what is the talk behind this? Why is there still version 1 if there's version 2? Because of the pool, right? Like, they already created the pool under V1, so you would have to have the pool stay with V1. Could there be a way to move all of the funds from V1 to V2? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, because I want to stop botting. I want it to be to where botters have the worst time in their freaking life and they're really mad that they just spent $5,000 on a bot that doesn't work. That's what I want, right? You've already made your money, just fuck off. So people have already said that they've been launching on Sunday Swap to stop botting. And Sunday Swap is already at V3 and works really quick, you know, just as quick as what you just saw for V2 from MinSwap. So if this is going to stop botters on MinSwap now too, can we just start getting some really great freaking meme coins coming out? Like, the joke is Cardano Summer, right? Like, that is the whole joke. I was looking at Twitter. I saw the Cardano girls doing Cardano Summer. It's funny, right? But they make some really good points too within the joke itself. And it's that we do have V2 right around the corner. We also have, is it the Chang, I want to say, hard fork that's going to allow us to vote with, I think it's $13 billion within the treasury. I want to say something like that, which I have my own thoughts on that too. That makes me nervous and happy at the same time. If Cardano votes like, well, I was going to say like a whale, but the only people who have enough to vote with power and actually have things happen are whales. Like, I could vote right now with my few thousand ADA and it'll do something, right? I'll have my vote in, cool, like, and you should vote because America, right? Whatever. or whatever country you live in. But it's really only the whales. Hold on, I'm going to take a bite to eat. It really only is the whales that matter. If they have like 5 billion or 5 million ADA and they vote, like that voting power is going to go much more to their decision than mine. So where I'm getting at is that they can vote for the things that would help out their bag, right? And that's what we're all doing, hopefully. But we all have different ways of going about it, which this is politics 101, really. If you want the price of Cardano to go up and you believe that having VCs, venture capitalists, is the way to do that, then you could use those funds to give some to venture capitalists or whatever, influencers to pump a coin, like whatever the idea is. And that should in turn help the price of Cardano. But we only have, I think it's 13 billion. I don't know how that gets filled. I think it's through transaction fees, but we don't want to blow it, right? If people start, like, if the community somehow votes on like stupid coin XYZ, and then when they vote on, going back before the hard fork or whatever, like if we do some dumb votes, we could easily ruin the chain. But if we do some cool votes, we can easily pump the shit out of Cardano. So the thought process is kind of, okay, I have a bunch of Cardano, or I have a little bit of Cardano, and I want it to be worth more. So of course I'm going to vote for, let's say, bringing venture capitalists in whatever way that is in the future, right? Whatever way. That's cool. Now my price is probably going to go up. That's what I wanted. That's what everybody that's what everybody wanted. But I put my tinfoil hat on and I start thinking about I'm choking on a bean. And I start thinking about, well, what if these people are in Solana or Ethereum, but they also hold ADA, but they really want Ethereum to go up because they hold way more in Ethereum. You could self-sabotage, right? You could, which is crazy, but you could throw a lot of money into Cardano, especially at these lows, gather a bunch of Cardano, and then vote negatively to try to hurt the price. And I think that just because I've been a little pessimistic, but like not really. I'm pretty optimistic, but pessimistic on the way that people treat Cardano. Pessimistic on when we had meme coins, we definitely had people come in, scoop a bunch of meme coins, and then suppress the price. Whether that was to make money or just be a dick, that is what's happened and what had been happening for like a week or two before I stopped. So there's definitely people out there that don't want Cardano or meme coins under Cardano to, overthrow the view of their Solana coin or their Ethereum coin. So there's like part of my worry. And the other thing, I don't fully understand the hard fork and how these decisions are made. So let's say we can vote on venture capitalist 1, 2, or 3, right? Like how did the vote come about to vote on 1, 2, or 3, right? Like somebody decided that, or a community came together to decide that. So that's kind of something important too, just to think about. We'll really have to see, because the price of Cardano here is super low. Like, let's just go look at Cardano. It fell to 32 cents the other day, which I wanted to buy. I had my phone out at like, I think it was 37. I clicked buy and it wouldn't let me. I don't know why, or I didn't know why at the time. And then I looked like an hour or two later and it was at 32 cents. And I was like, well, thank God I didn't buy. I'll just go and buy right now. I didn't have enough money in my bank. It was like the first time I felt like, you go to pay the bills and you just don't have enough in the account. It felt so bad. I'd been saving. I thought I had so much money. All my bills, I had my loan, my car insurance. I had to pay for flights for next month to go to see my cousin's wedding. Like all of it just hit at the same time. I wasn't really paying attention. I had nothing. But yeah, let's go look at Cardano in the number 10 spot. Let's hopefully not get knocked out. But 38.5. Oh man, right there, bro. That would have been a steal. It's still kind of a steal. But with it at these lows, I mean, what more do you really want? Like, you couldn't, I don't think you can, with like, what are the words? Suppress the price is going to be hard here, is what I'm saying. It's already so low. I'd be, personally, if I was those other people, in the Solana camp, in the Ethereum camp, and you want your Ethereum and Solana to do well, or you just believe they're better, I would still probably buy ADA here. Go into the approvals, ask for the VC, venture capitalist funding, whatever they decide on, pump the coin up. And then if you don't believe, dump it and buy more ETH and Solana. But right here, I mean, arguing that Cardano will go lower, I don't see it. I just don't see it. Wait, I want to win? Fadi. I haven't given away nothing. I don't even think I'm going to give away anything today. I'm either going to wait for Nike to be hyped again, or I'll do it just like when it makes sense. But I have nobody here with me today. It's kind of like a chill stream. I don't have anything really planned. I'm just kind of like going through my thoughts and stuff. But I'll let you know, man. In the Discord, it'll be well established well before the stream. I'll tweet it out. I'll make sure people know that I'm giving away the last little bit of Nike. But yeah, it's the ADHD part of me really helps when I have a co-host, because I can stop talking and shut up for a second and like think, okay, like I've been covering this topic too much. Like, let's move on. But while I'm like kind of talking, it's hard to talk and think and direct. Anyways, those are my thoughts about Cardano. I feel like it's too low to suppress. With the tinfoil hat on, you could try to suppress it regardless through bad decision making or whatever and owning a bunch. But also, you wouldn't. Best case scenario for the people who don't believe in Cardano would be to not buy and then have it go lower and still just not buy. And you just keep doing your thing in Solana. Because if you want Solana to do better and you truly believe that hurting Cardano will help that, then what? You have to spend like $1 million or a couple $1 million, or a group of people have to spend at least millions of dollars to acquire enough ADA to make the price go down. Like, you're spending money to lose money to hope that your other bag makes more money. And I really feel like you should just be buying more of the dip. But I don't know, because people were talking about price manipulation on Nike. Shout outs to Jupiter, and let me get the name right. See if he's still talking in here. What was his name? Because I think Mr. Brownstone, I don't know if you guys know him, but anyways, he's inside of the Jupiter Discord, and he was talking about the Nike chart. So let me go back to that. And he was saying it wouldn't surprise him here at these levels to see somebody maybe do like a fake spike up and then like a huge crash down to try to like, make people panic, and then, buy the dip and just have it like go to all-time highs. And that does sound fine in theory, right? It sounds possible, right? Even plausible if you had the means to do that. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, the only way to make the price go lower is to sell, right? Or to short, but I don't think we have many ways of shorting. So you'd have to sell out of your position. And if your goal is to sell out of your position to buy back lower, then not only do you need a group, which there's definitely groups that do this, but you need a group to all sell a bit and then also buy the dip. And if you have a lot of people down here and they're looking for this too, if this is what's happening, they're looking for people who have limit orders, let's say to like here, whatever, but like maybe there's a big gap between like here and here, right? For limit orders, like 0.18 and like 0.12 or something. They might drop it down to like 0.13. So the 0.12 doesn't get filled depending on size. And then they would fill all their bags here, create FOMO for this person who almost bought. And then while it's rallying back up, you'd see like this big dip, this big rally, and people will be buying in along the way because, it's like a big dip and hopefully you get a rally. But I still think that you don't want to sell out of your position if there's a lot of orders down here, because then you're going to sell out. It's going to instantly pop back up because they had their limit orders in and it filled. And now you're going to have to buy in for just a little bit, lower than where you sold at. And it's just not going to help you too much. I don't think. But hey, maybe that's what they're doing. I like to put on my tinfoil hat and think about all this stuff because it's happening, especially in crypto. It's happening. In stocks, it happens. But, by legitimate people. In crypto, it's just happening by like people who know they don't have to be legitimate people. And I can't believe the S&P 500 is still hitting all-time highs. That's crazy. I'm just going to jump over to my Robinhood so I can get like a larger view of what is popping. Oh, man. I wanted to buy Tesla calls so bad when it was at 170 something. Because as soon as the news came out that Elon was going to get his package, his pay deal or whatever, I was like, that's it. Like, he's not going to do anything negative to Tesla. Like, I should just buy Tesla. And I bought a share, but I didn't buy the options. Oh, man, I'd be a big dude if I could have held. That's my other thing. Holding is difficult. Apple's been buying back its stock like crazy. That is so crazy. What else we got? AMD. AMD was at like 160 for the longest time. It looks like it just had like 2 days of a little higher. Are you guys into any stocks? Any like new stock or old stock that you think is going to do the dang thing? Micron. I like checking out chip stocks, seeing what they're doing. NVIDIA. Oh my. Every day, dude. Every day. I want to short NVIDIA so bad. There's going to be a day. I promise you. There's going to be a day where this AI hype wears off. People stop buying all the NVIDIA chips. Maybe AMD catches up. I don't know. There's going to be a day, man. That is wild. That is so freaking wild. All right. Just one or two more. I had AT&T back in the day for a dividend stock. They pay like 5 to 6%. I think it was even maybe 7% dividend. But I just did not like their company. Ended up selling out. Palantir at 28. What? Palantir is one of the newest companies, if not the newest company I bought. Actually, Mara is the newest company I bought, but we'll go with Palantir. That is crazy. Man, that is wild. All right, let's go back to Cardano. 38.6. If this goes back to 80, so there's a little bit over a 2x, it's not bad. If it goes to $1, it's almost a 3x. How many people actually believe that Cardano will be done? Probably none of the 3 people in here, but I don't know. I hear it from time to time, and it's just like, I would not buy Cardano. Like, even the Cardano people are like, oh, it's, another day where Bitcoin's going down and Cardano's not moving, or Bitcoin's going up and Cardano's not moving. But it just kind of frustrates me to hear that because, well, not only do I have a big bag of Cardano, but it's just not fully truthful. I mean, it is, but there's only, you guys are really going to hate me saying this, especially if you watch all the time, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, and Solana, those are the 4 coins that are at their highs. That's it. So if you don't believe in Cardano, then you also don't believe in XRP or Dogecoin or AVAX or Sheeb or Polkadot or Chainlink. Like, you get the point. It's doing the same thing as every other altcoin. There's just, Binance is Binance. Hard to beat. Ethereum was, top dog, has really fast transactions, a lot of whales. Going to be tough to beat. Bitcoin's top dog, so duh. And then Solana has a bunch of VC. Like, that's it. Those are the only ones. There's 4 crypto. If you're really worried about Cardano, you should be worried about the entire market. But yeah, that's what I've been looking at. Still looking at Nike. What was the other meme coin that we just checked out? Is it CTO? See how that one's doing. Okay, starting to come down a bit more. Will we see the traditional meme coin drop? Where it goes, flop, flop. Let's see. Number 8. It was number 11 on volume just at the start of the stream. It is impressive. Has a lot of liquidity. Big buy, big sell, small buy, small buy. Interesting. Well, yeah, I don't want to keep you guys any longer. These are just some things I've been kind of thinking about. And, you know, I knew I didn't have a co-host with me today and no real thoughts like planned out. After the big hype from the meme coins, I lost a decent bit of money from getting greedy, which is funny because right before the whole meme coin season even kind of like started up again for that week or for those 2 weeks, I was talking about how one of my biggest things in trading is that I get too greedy. So it happened again, even after acknowledging it, which is really frustrating. And I know that a lot of you guys can probably relate with like, oh, like this is the thing I'm doing wrong. Let me fix it. And then you do it the same thing again. It's so frustrating, but you just got to remember that that's a part of it. Like fixing a habit or fixing something that you do wrong consistently is harder than, you know, getting into the habit. So you just have to, you know, try not to beat yourself up over it too much and just go back with a clearer mindset. But the other thing that I've realized too is when the hype dies, there's still plays to be made, but you need to have your mind right for them and try not to get too greedy. So like during the hype periods, you can probably throw anything into any new meme coin that comes out and you'll probably make, you know, like a double or a triple if you take out your initial and just kind of like be happy with that. If you try to get too greedy and make like a 10x, 20x on some brand new meme coin that you know nothing about, it's possible, but you're probably going to get shit on. All right. And then after a week goes by of, you know, Nike's been out for a week or Sneck has been out for a week at that time, then you get like the lesser meme coins. You get the ones that are like actually trying to be created by a small community, but maybe it doesn't take off, or one that's, you know, maybe going to help turtles or whatever it is, right? You get some like more legitimate things, not so much pump and dump scammy type things. And that's usually when I take off. I usually do the first week and then I either fail a little bit and I'm like, all right, I'm going to take off. But there's still money to be made there. There's still money to be made within those initial pump and dumps. And it might actually be better. It might actually be better to wait for that first week or second week and then trade when all the pumper and dumpers like myself are gone. That may be the way to go about it. You know, stuff like CTO, you could have gotten in decently well here. Like even if you bought during the pump right here, like it fell a little bit and then pumped even harder. You could have easily ridden that. But you'd have to, you know, assume. And now here is probably where it's going to dump and never come back. That's probably the truth. So if you're in this, I would get out. But yeah, that's everything I wanted to say today, guys. Also, I was debating staying on and doing like a really long stream today, but in order to do that, it would get really boring to hear me just talk about like my tinfoil hat theories all day long. So I was probably going to play like Hades or like some sort of game that I'm, you know, vibing with, but I don't know if y'all are gamers. So I don't know. Give me some feedback in the comments. Let me know if you guys would be down to watch me, you know, talk Cardano and also game and just kind of chill with y'all, or if, you know, the 1 hour, half an hour deal, just talking about Cardano is enough. Let me know what you want to see. Appreciate you guys. Remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends, here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Until next time, peace.